Hey, what's up, Virgo? Welcome to Trivia Tarot. Let's take a second to thank Spirit for joining us for this message. So, when I was checking in with your energy, I got this feeling of not given an F. Not given an F about what other people think because you've done the research and whatever it is you're working on or you're doing for self-care, you just don't really give a rat's ass about other people's opinions. Sorry for the strong language, I guess, but that's how I'm feeling from you guys. Is like, sure, whatever, say what you want to say, but it's not going to change how I feel about what I'm doing, what I need to do. And thanks for your opinion, but yeah, thank you next. So let's see what's going on. What's making Virgo feel so idgaff? What's Virgo saying like, thanks, I'm good about? Alright, Virgo, so you're coming up as the High Priestess. So you're like, I'm on this spiritual journey and I'm getting to where I'm getting through the way that I understand or that I'm being called to do. And you can have an opinion about what I'm doing, but it really doesn't matter because I know that what I'm doing is effective, or I know that what I'm doing is helping me level up. I know that what I'm doing is helping me gain consciousness on who I am and what my mission is and how to take care of my soul and my energy. I already know because I've talked to the people in the next realms that I got to talk to and they've told me. So yeah, thanks for your opinion, but I'm good. That's awesome, Virgo. And, Virgos are very kind, but and sometimes people I've noticed think that Virgos, because they're so, we'll call it placid, they're so gentle, that they're easy to walk all over, or that they're naive and they have no idea what's going on. They're like a lost little puppy and people need to take care of them. They need to think for them. But Virgo, you're like, no, I'm just trying not to make waves because why would I do that? I don't have any desire to engage in drama, and I also can see you completely and see your intentions from a higher vantage point. I can see yourself before you can see yourself, and I know how to deal with it. And I really don't need your opinion or your help. Thank you, though. Thank you. Next. Thank you. I've got the info. I really don't need a lesson from you. Thanks. That's the energy that I'm getting from you, Virgo. So, Spirit, what would you like to say to Virgo about this High Priestess energy? No, I'm anointed. I know that I am, and I really don't need you to tell me anything about my spirituality or guide me because I'm talking to Spirit directly. Thanks, though. What would you guys like to say, Virgo? So I'm getting that these same people who are trying to act like they know better about your spirituality than you do have made judgment calls on your character. They've made judgment calls on your purity and your innocence. And right now, you're realizing how much that was holding you back from being your creative self. That was holding you back from being pure as you want to be, clean, simplified and directed, organized, rational. And you're learning that none of that really matters. You're forgiving it. You're moving on. You're like, you know what? All of that was just an illusion. Just a bunch of short stories that people were telling each other about you because they thought that they knew you, or they wanted to typecast you, or that they were gaslighting others about you when it was really just projection about themselves. And the high priestess doesn't have to sit there and tell somebody that exactly what she sees about them. She just knows. She just knows, and maybe she smiles and says, "No, thank you. I'm good. No, I'm busy actually. Thank you though. I don't really want to hang out. No, your opinion is appreciated, but it's not necessary. Thank you." It's like you're surrounded by people who just manipulate each other, gaslight each other, tell each other stories and gossip, and try to dirty your character, to dirty your story, to steal your story. And you're like, no, I know who I am. No, I know that I'm pure. No, thank you. You're not going to do that. You're not going to convince me that I'm all fucked up. Okay? You're just not. Good for you, Virgo. You can be a really kind person. You can be a really sensitive person. You can be a very wise person. And the way that you act in wisdom is in sort of like Yoda style, where maybe you speak in riddles and everything's kind of a joke to you and people think that you're nuts because of it. Or you're just, you're counterculture in the way that you don't care about trends because you're the trendsetter. You decide what trends are. And if you don't like a trend, it's not like you're going to follow it because you know better. You're like, that's lame. I'm good. Nah, that doesn't align with me. No, I'm good. I'm really digging this id gaff you got going on, Virgo. It's a good attitude to have. Because you're not trying to create drama. You're not playing into the drama. You're forgiving people for doing what they not know they do. Because you know better. You're on another level. It's like dealing with children on the playground who just can't stop bullying somebody. But that kid that's being bullied is like actually way more experienced in life and way more mature than they are. So that kid just takes it. They don't want to hurt anybody. Maybe even the other kids are doing stuff like pouring soda on their head or whatever stupid crap kids do. Sometimes adults, just starting crap. And this kid on the playground that's being bullied just takes it because they know maybe these other kids are going through something and they are just taking it out on them. And they're kind in that way. They just, they just accept it as a silly little display of inferiority, a silly little display of jealousy or confusion. Just they're not on this kid's level. It's okay. They're going to forgive them. Virgo's forgiving to refocus and start creating again because the drama is not worth the effort. It's on a lower plane. Now you're on the other side. You've gained your balance. You can see the light in the dark. You can see the dark in the light. You know that neutrality is the way. Like I mentioned being Yoda, it's like you're kind of Buddhist right now. You're like living the middle path. And if you're not familiar with the middle path, maybe this is your sign to research that. Zen Buddhism. Not indulging in attachments, like the energy of the Virgin, where everything is potential. And there's nothing sullying your soul. You're pure. You know that. Regardless of whatever 3D things you've done, that can't destroy your soul. Your soul is perfect. Nothing that anybody says about you or has said about you, even if it hurt, doesn't make it true. And you're at a point where you're just, maybe you're asking spirit to return to sender at this point. And that's how you're fighting your battles. You're not participating here in the 3D throwing opinions around or trying to stand your ground and say what you need to say. Now it's not even worth the conversation. Thank you. Thank you. Next. Good for you, Virgo. Tell me about what Virgo is planning to work on now. What are they trying to create now that they've gained this inner knowingness? All right. So it looks like in your id-gaff moment, you're trying to create a tower for those people who created all of these false narratives. You're trying to create a learning opportunity just by shutting up and not participating. You are throwing people for a loop. Maybe you were sucked into the drama for a while, and it was throwing you off. It was making you angry. It was making you jealous. It was making you feel all these icky feelings that you just want to clean yourself off with. Maybe you're doing a lot of saging. Maybe you're using stones and crystals to ground yourself and tap into energies positively. Maybe you're talking to certain deities or straight to the Most High. Maybe you're working with Mother Mary. Maybe you're working with Mary Magdalene, because both of them are important feminine aspects. And I don't really want to get into it in this particular reading about who they are, but it might be beneficial for you to do some digging if you're not familiar with their representation. But yeah, you're by saying no, I'm not participating in this, you are exposing narcissists. You're exposing people who have been wearing a mask, who have been building up this tower of superiority against you, trying to put you down, trying to make you feel small, make you feel weird, make you feel ugly, make you feel like you're maybe even evil. I feel like you've been black sheeped really hard here. And you've just been surrounded by some crappy energies that you're no longer beholden to. You're cutting the cords because you can see them for the demons they are. And you're like, yeah, nice try. Yeah, that's cute. No, but you wouldn't even say that, Virgo, because you're too polite. They don't even get your sarcasm. You just blink and smile. Say thank you. That's Mother Mary energy right there, for sure. But yeah, this is your beautiful gift to these people. It's causing a tower moment that's going to bring them an aha moment that's going to make them feel like crap. It's going to make them go, ooh, I was acting like a little kid on the playground, being a dick. Being a manipulative little creep, whatever that means for you. But you're like taking your spirit baths and you're saging yourself and you're like shaking off all of these weird attachments because you can see them so clearly now. You've been through the underworld. You spent your time there. And you're like, okay, I know what's up now. Persephone returning from Hades. And you've got a pretty clear idea of how these entities operate under the guise of humans who have given up their self because they don't believe in self, they don't believe in a higher power. A lot of these people might even say that they do. They might even try to pontificate to you about what real spirituality is. Fake gurus, fake shamans, big showmen who have all of the cool things that signify that they're spiritually aligned and enlightened. See, I'm not a Virgo, so I'm a little sarcastic. I hope that's not too grating for you. But these people are being exposed in their emperor's new clothes that they were so proud of, and now they see that they're just standing there naked like a fool. And you just smile because you know. You don't have to tell them that. simply by minding your own business and not participating in their crap, not allowing them to sully your good name, to throw shade on your beautiful soul, that's putting them in a headspace they're not very comfy with. And so you don't even have to be present for that aha moment that they will be going through. I feel like this was a gang stalking situation. You're just gone. You're just not there. You're just doing your thing on your own journey, dealing with your own dharma, seeing them for who they are, what their true motives really were when they spoke sweetly to you and, oh, we just know what's best for you. But really they were just trying to put you in your place, remind you that they were the big dog. So Virgo is gonna either be given this information through spirit or see it happen that these people, they're being exposed. What's your advice, Spirit, for them in this time? Some stuff that you learned in the underworld has answered a lot of questions for you, has explained how fortune works, has explained how karma and dharma work. You can see how defiant people are, individuals are, how silly they look when they're growling like an animal. And you just are sitting there, observing, seeing them be really predictable. Because animals act on instinct. They can be studied, and that's that. You know what they're going to do based on a set of parameters. There might be some surprises here and there, but generally, they're going to respond in very predictable ways. And people who are indulging in bullying mentality are, they're not very evolved. And you observe this with love in your heart and with appreciation for their journey because you know that it's only part of the journey to be there. It's a maturity thing. And you, now that you've gained clarity on what karma is, what dharma is, how the wheel of fortune really operates, you're choosing your path. You're choosing your specific path. And it led you through the underworld, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. It just had to be that way for your own growth. And you understand that. And they probably don't. They are probably going to paint a picture of you as being some type of way because you were part of the underground. I say underground, so that might resonate for some of you. But you had to go through the underworld. You had to fight your battles. You had to learn about the darkness of the world in order to appreciate it and its role in helping humanity grow. That's why you can have that beautiful, Blessed Virgin smile. Like, thank you for your contribution, darkness. But I don't need you anymore. I've already learned what I need to learn. And now I'm moving in my own path as my own sovereign entity, as my own sovereign energy. And you're going to be upset, and you're going to be mad, and you're going to be hurt, and you're going to feel all these feelings, and you're going to be jealous, and you're going to be angry. But that's okay. It's like a mother dealing with a child who's having a tantrum. It's just that the kid is feeling feelings that they've never felt before, and they can't handle it, so they act out. You know that. You can see it. And so you treat it with love and unattachment. You're not taking it personally anymore like maybe you did at some point. You just nod and smile and go on about your day. You are unbothered, Virgo. That is a power play in the underworld, to be unbothered, to not participate in the drama, the lies, and all of that good stuff. The posturing, the peacocking, all of that good stuff. You're not in that headspace anymore. If you were, maybe you never were, and you just were curious about it, and now you are moving on. So congratulations, Virgo. You are badass. To go through the underworld and to come back out as the high priestess is not for the faint of heart. So I congratulate you. And so does Spirit. Spirit's nodding like, good work, Virgo. Good work. You get your badge. You get your high priestess badge. of knowledge and wisdom and spiritual. You have your spiritual communicator now. You can just be like, hey, spirit, on your little communicator. The spirit sends you a YouTube clip or something. You're like, okay, thanks. Got it. Got the message. Go on with your day. So, Spirit, can you give Virgo a little bit of energetic advice? We have the tulip. Tulips may be significant for you right now. Let us be grateful for the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Right? We don't want to be around people who don't make us happy. That's not friendship. There's nothing to be grateful about when except the lessons when we're dealing with people who are not positive for us. You can't grow something there. You're going to grow a toxic garden that's not going to be good to eat. You're going to grow a toxic garden that's polluted. Even if you can force something to grow there for a little while, it's just going to keep dying on you. Or it's not going to produce fruit. Or it's not going to produce good blooms. It's going to be wilted and sad. So you are cleansing your garden so that you can grow what you want to grow, what you know that the world needs. Because you're a healer, Virgo. So you're tapping out. You're like, I'm not even going to be in this fight anymore. I'm not going to participate in the drama. I'm just focusing on healing. And I know when I heal myself that I heal humanity. And that is profound. And I applaud you. And you're going to be surrounded by true friends in this energy. You're going to be surrounded by people who are on your level, who aren't intimidated by you. It can suck to have to say goodbye to a certain crew, but you know what? You're going to be so much better for it, and you're going to be happy, and you already know that, so I don't need to tell you. But yeah, these people are going to go through some tower moments, I tell you. They're not going to feel great about you recognizing them for who and what they are and who they serve. Bow down before the one you serve. You're going to get what you deserve. You guys know that song? So you know who you serve, you know who they serve, and you're good. You are unbothered. All right, Virgo. If this resonated, say thank you to Spirit with a like, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.